I know nigga rob you for your shit. Stop lying. Tag you, then go post it on the gram. Goddamn. I know niggas walk around with sticks. Okay. Them little niggas that don't give a damn. Stop lying. Niggas having pressure by the bitch. Say what? You can have this hoe, I kick her out like Pam. I know some niggas like to trap. I know some niggas made $1 million off of scams. I know some niggas, they be acting like they rich. Flexing on the gram and real like broker than a bitch. Free my nigga Thugger, pray for niggas hitting licks. I know niggas telling boy you're hanging with a snitch. I know niggas keep that fire that caught that bitch that blick. Fuck Nintendo game, them niggas playing around with that switch. They keep them tens, I swear to God, them niggas playing around with that fin. No couple niggas don't play around, swear to God, nigga fuck around, get spin. Talk to 'em. I got love for niggas selling bricks. I got love for niggas selling grams. I know a couple niggas like to trap. I know a nigga made $1 million off of scams. Talk to 'em. I know nigga.
All right, welcome to the Eric J. the Great podcast show. We got a special guest on the show today, music artist, hip-hop legend, Parlay. How you doing?
Man, how you doing? What's going on, B? You all right?
Yeah, doing all right. So for anybody out there that don't know who this is, I mean, just look up the franchise Boyz. But if you ain't do too well of research on it, we'll play one of his songs to start off, and then we'll get his whole story.
Let's do it. I know nigga rob you for your shit. That you been go post it on the gram. I know niggas walk around with sticks. Them little niggas that don't give a damn. Stop lying. Niggas have them picture by the bitch. Say, yeah, how they go, I kick out like hell. I know some niggas like to trap. I know some niggas made $1 million off of scams. I know some niggas, they be acting like they're rich. Sitting on the gram and real like Dr. Being a bitch. My nigga Thugger, pray for niggas getting lit. Niggas telling boy you're hanging with a snake. I know niggas keep that fire that call that bitch. Nintendo game, them niggas playing around with that switch. They keep them tens, I swear to God, them niggas playing around with that thing. No couple niggas don't play around, swear to God, niggas fuck around with this thing. I got love for niggas selling bricks. I got love for niggas selling grams. I know a couple niggas like the trap. I know a nigga made $1 million off of scams. I know niggas rob you for your shit. That you then go post it on the gram. I know niggas walk around with sticks. Them little niggas that don't give a damn. Stop lying. Niggas have them pressured by the bitch. Say, yeah, how this hoe, I kick out like Pam. I know some niggas like to trap. I know some niggas made $1 million off. Still got it out the mud. Still hang around them.
Yeah, man, that was a banger right there, man. I remember I had seen that because I'm a YouTube junkie. I was like, I seen that pop on my feed out the blue. I was like, dang. I was like, he kind of uppercut us with this one. You know what I'm saying?
Now this new project gonna be real dope, man. You know, I just feel like when it comes to the music, especially on the street side, it's no more fun in the music. You know what I'm saying? One thing about street guys, man, when it always came to music, we always like to have fun. You know what I'm saying? That's where Gangsta Boogie came from. That's what the ones in Memphis used to be getting bucked. You know what I'm saying? Gangsters always dance. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like all the music is just pop on them, flex on them, stun on them, spin on them, kill them, pop his top. You know, ain't no more trap music. Ain't no more music that really make you feel like you should really want to wake you up in the morning and get some money. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no music that make you feel like, but you know what? Bro, I ain't going to the club today. I'm staying in the house today because I gotta stack that money. It really ain't no music like that. You know what I'm saying? Even when you go to clubs now and you listen to the music play back to back to back, you'll get that one song that you be bouncing and vibing to, and then next thing you know, it's five drill songs right behind it. You know what I'm saying? Pop his top, killer. You like, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm trying to bring that, you know, that fun back. You know how Gucci had everybody bopping and rocking. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, trying to bring that trap shit back.
Yeah, I was just talking about that the other day. It's a spot up here in Louisville that I go to on Wednesdays. They play R&B all night. And I had left the club one day, and I was telling my homeboy, I'm like, man, I really had a good time in there. He was like, man, why you say that? 'Cause I was like, man, like you could tell we getting older. 'Cause I was like, they play R&B all night, and I was like, don't get me wrong, I like to listen to the drill every now and then, but I was like, I don't be want to hear that every time I go out. Like it got to be a balance, you know what I'm saying? And I was like,
So,
I ain't trying to hear people talking about ops or imaginary ops because some people, like I had to tell somebody the other day, I was like, a lot of y'all don't really be having ops. Y'all just be speaking it into existence. Like a lot of y'all just think it's cool to have an op. I'm like, that ain't cool about having an op. You gotta look over your
yeah,
shoulder. You know what I'm saying?
for real.
Like people just think that's a trend. You gotta stop doing that, especially in our community.
Nah, for sure. But people gonna see people gonna do what they see everybody else do. The thing was going on around now at this time we in now. It's it's no originality now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is doing something that somebody else is doing. Back when we was coming up in the music industry, like it was a sin to sound like somebody else. It was a sin to have somebody else a beat that sounded like somebody else. It was a sin to have the same cadence or rap style as somebody else. Like that's something that you didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Now they don't care. People don't even want to come up with their own stuff no more. This is these is the most remakes I have ever heard in my life. Nobody can come up with their own hit no more. They got to go get old hit songs and remake the old hit songs. You know what I'm saying? It's no originality. For real, for real. And it ain't on the producers because the producers are still dope. It's the artists. It's the artists having a hard time to create. Most of the people who can sing right now can't write.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most of the people who can rap right now, who can really rap, they're not in the game because the content of their music, don't nobody want to hear the shit.
Yeah. But the game slowly getting back to what it was because you can see by the sales they keep putting out those articles saying the sales ain't what it's been this year for hip hop and stuff. And a lot of people, I think, in the next year and a half, a lot of people gonna have to get back to their originality because a lot of stuff getting played out now because a lot of people albums ain't selling how they want to sell. And a lot of people, even they got major platforms, is not getting those numbers that they think they are accustomed to getting when they drop. So they're gonna have to make some adjustment.
Because everything is fabricated. It's gonna be hard. I don't even understand how they gonna count your first week sales when everything is digital now.
Right.
Like how they gonna count it? By how many streams you got the first week? But okay, do that stream go off listening to one or two songs on your album or actually listening to all 10 of the 12 of the songs on the album? You know what I'm saying? Like back then, you knew, oh, he just sold 150,000 copies. Because 150,000 people just bought it. You know what I'm saying? Like now, it's gonna be hard to do the numbers like that because everything is free. You pay $10 a month, you're gonna get every song that come out for $10 a month.
Right.
Every damn song, every artist, Beyonce, Jay-Z, $10. You getting it. Back then, you had to pay $10, $15 for classic albums. $20 for if it was a good drop. But you had to do that every album. I ain't gotta buy Jay-Z album no more. I ain't gotta buy T.I. album no more. I ain't gotta buy Jeezy album no more. I ain't gotta buy Gucci album. I ain't gotta buy J.D. Luda album no more. You ain't gotta buy Eminem shit no more. Just stream it. So I really don't see how they're gonna be able to keep the old format for what's going on now with this digital shit. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's being able to fabricate everything that they're doing. If you got the future game, you can fabricate your numbers right now until the game that you were doing get old. And then somebody else gonna come up with a whole new way to fabricate shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard. A lot of people fake their stream. A lot of these big people that we see, they really be faking their streams. You know what I'm saying? So we should really have to see how that shit play out, man. You know what I'm saying? I just tell people mind the business that mind you. If it's gonna help you, indulge into it. If that person help you get through your day by the way he speak and stuff they doing, fuck with him. If you into messy shit and you got a bitch on her podcast, she being messy, hey man, go to the messy shit. Whatever you like, go there. I feel like it's too many people try to curb people from what they like or what they want. And there's too many people trying to make other people like what they like. Bro, you gotta like what you like. You might like them. I don't like them. So what the fuck we finna go back and forth with, folks? Why me and you gonna go back and forth about somebody that you don't even know and I don't fucking know? Why? Because you feel a certain type of way about them? That's cool. You see what I'm saying? And I think when people get that, shit should be a lot better.
Right. So first off, man, tell the people where you from and how old are you?
I'm from the west side of Atlanta, from Bankhead. Born home. I'm a triple OG now. Shit, I've been doing it. Yeah, I'm a fucking triple OG now. And I've been doing this shit for a little bit, man. You know where I'm from. I jumped off the porch. I've been outside since I was about 12 years old for it. You know what I'm saying? But I always had a great balance. I always had a great balance in life because I was always intelligent. So I was always challenging myself. And if I was around the same thing for too long, I look for new challenges. So the new challenges kind of kept me from being stagnant in the situations I was, for me to be doing the same thing that all my peers and stuff were doing around me. You know what I'm saying? And they able me, you know what I'm saying, to expand who I was and start learning a whole bunch of different shit.
Absolutely. What's the first thing that come to your mind when you hear Atlanta?
Bankhead, 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 for real, for real. Bankhead is the capital of Atlanta.
Okay.
Bankhead is the capital of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. That's what I know. That's why my part of town was the part of town that nobody came to. You know what I'm saying? My part was the part of town that rap niggas that come shoot videos. My part of town was the town that if you was from another side of town, you ain't come to my side of town to come party. You know what I'm saying? I've been from that. You know what I'm saying? So I always looked at my side of town as we the leaders of the new school. Because when it came to the sound, if the West Side don't stamp your music, you don't make it out of Atlanta. And it's done really still like that to this day.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Back in your era, like, when people shooting music videos and things like that, well, it's still like that in certain neighborhoods, but like if you was coming to shoot a music video, like you really had to know somebody, like you just couldn't pull up with no videographer in your team. Like you really had to know somebody that was OG or something for you to get that pass to be on that side of town.
Yeah, no, I agree. I totally agree.
So for anybody that ain't never been to Atlanta, man, just to describe, when you was younger, teenage years, some of the obstacles and circumstances you had to overcome being African American in Atlanta, west side of Atlanta, explain if you had a two-parent household, any siblings, things like that.
Well, I come from like 19 years old. I moved to the West Side. Um, by Atlanta being so black, when it comes to racism, I really didn't experience it here in Atlanta. Um, I experienced it a little bit when I moved to Tennessee, stayed with my dad for a few years. But Atlanta really the black mecca, man. Everything that I can see. I grew up around drug dealing, killing, police, project stuff, news. Stuff like that was normal to me. Me seeing that stuff was normal. Me seeing people get shot 7, 8 years old was normal. You know what I'm saying? Me seeing drug bust was normal. You know, by 10, 11 years old, I knew it's everything that was going on around me. Now I might didn't know in detail, but I knew everything. If somebody went to jail, I knew he was going to jail. You know what I'm saying? I knew what drug bust was. You know what I'm saying? I knew not to talk to the police. You know what I'm saying? I just knew certain stuff from being around in the projects. You know what I'm saying? And growing up in that, you're gonna do two things. You're gonna be You gonna be a professional sports player, or you gonna be a drug dealer? That's really where from. The only rapper we had was Kilo Ali. Kilo Ali, probably one of the biggest bass artists that there ever was. But by the time I started getting 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, when I could start doing stuff myself, Kilo had went to jail. So I didn't get a chance to really experience all the success that Kilo had. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it was. Shit, sports a goddamn hustle. I tried to play sports, shit, my whole high school career. Well, shit, to 10th grade, and then the hustle picked up, man. You know, it's hard to be a student athlete when you make money. You know what I'm saying? And you know, back then I wasn't making nothing but shit, 4, 5, $600 a week on the low end. You know, anywhere from that. Shit, but to a 15-year-old kid who walk around with $500, $600 in their pocket, and goddamn ain't nobody gave it to him. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell a 15 or 16-year-old what the fuck to do when they get their own money. I ain't gotta tell mama to buy me no shoes no more. I ain't gotta tell mama to give me $10 for me to have to goddamn get me some hot wings no more. You see what I'm saying? So I really start becoming. I can say I really start becoming a young man at a real young age.
Absolutely. So I know you touched on sports for a little bit. Did you play any sports or any other activities when you was younger?
I played started playing basketball around 10. That was my first year organized basketball. I was 10. Um, After that, I played football. Football, basketball, were pretty much my sports I played. I played in Midwell. I got kicked off the team. I got kicked off the team in 5th grade. Played 6th grade, 7th grade. I played 8th grade, 9th grade. I played about 4th grade year. I played basketball 11th grade year. For me, you know what I'm saying? I don't normally do. I want to be something myself, so shit, sports just really it didn't really fit for me. You know, I was a hell of an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I was a hell of an athlete. Still am today. You know what I'm saying? I still play football and basketball to this day. You know what I'm saying? But real quick. Yeah, but the sports shit.
All right. So as far as your close friends and family members, did you have anybody involved in the music business that grew up around you, or were you the first one to go down that route?
Yeah, I'm the first one. I'm the first one to do any type of music in my family. Sang in the church, sang in the choir. I don't got no singers, no none of that. We didn't. Ain't nobody coming up singing in the morning time. Like I don't know nobody in my family, not even a cousin who do music.
No, they.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
what was
didn't do music. I didn't do music. I never tried to be a rapper. I never wanted to be a rapper.
so what would you say led you to doing music?
Uh, I did hustling. Everything in my life has been found for me trying to hustle. Every opportunity that I done been presented to myself, done been presented for me trying to hustle. You know what I'm saying? I started rapping because I wanted to. I used to hustle in school, so I used to sell weed in school, and in lunchtime that's when we sell all the weed. You know what I'm saying? Because all the thugs they don't go to lunch, they go to the back of the school and go smoke the weed. So we had this thing called Language Art Festival. If you do Language Art Festival, you don't got to go to fourth period. Fourth period is lunch, and we had hour blocks, but fourth period gonna be an hour and a half. So you got 3 lunches. You gotta get 30 minutes for lunch, hour for class, and it just rotate the blocks. So I went and did Language Arts Festival, so I ain't had to go to class. You know what I'm saying? And I can go trap. So I did a poem Oh, they ain't go poem, like acapella. I call it acapella, just acapella. And she when I did acapella, the whole school went crazy about this shit. You know what I'm saying? This was in 2000. Yeah, it was in 2000. And so all the niggas who do music then I was trying to do music was like, you need to come rap, you need to come rap. Right? I don't really want to, stun on music and shit like that. My homeboy Peel, who was signed to Killer Mike, he's from my projects. So he after school, he used to always take me to Moot B. Moot B had a studio. Moot B from D4 Wood had the studio at the top of my projects. All of them from the same projects. And Peel would take me up there and teach me, try to teach me what bars was and teach me how to rap and what hooks was and all that shit. People did that for 2 years. I was never interested in doing music though. You know what I'm saying? So I never recorded, never took no shit serious, never did shit. And I went to college and I seen Pimp and Pimp had a beat playing and I recorded that acapella. And that acapella ended up being the biggest song in the colleges. I went to HBCU in North Carolina. And it ended up being the biggest song in the colleges, so we brought it back to home. And the pool palace had just came to Bankhead. So we took it to the pool palace. Pimp started passing out CDs, making CDs of the shit. Everybody started playing the shit. So my first song really was like my first song really to this day really the biggest underground hit on the west side. Literally. That's the biggest song to not make it from my side of town. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't no deals then. Nobody did music then. We gotta think this is fucking 2002. Niggas ain't rapping in 2002. Niggas ain't got studios in 2002. Niggas ain't making beats in 2002. You know what I'm saying? So that shit went up. Shit, and a year later, my nigga, we had a deal. That shit was just like that. A year later, after me rapping, I had a deal. You know what I'm saying? So shit, I stumbled into music. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I started rapping in I started rapping in August of 2002. I recorded White Tee April 2003. By the end of 2003, we was in negotiations with a deal already. It was shit that was that fast. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say I never really tried to be a rapper. I ain't care. I ain't really care about rap. For real, for real. You know what I'm saying? So, kind of stubbing on this shit, but I'm thankful for it though.
Absolutely. So, who are some of your inspirations growing up? Who are some of your favorite artists?
Um, I didn't necessarily have a favorite artist back then. I pretty much listened to the music that everybody listened to around me. I would say when I could first start thinking of anything, TRU was probably my first musical love. It wasn't No Limit, it was TRU, the real Untouchables. See Murder now. Cause I grew up around gangster shit, so I always been drawn to gangster shit. So I always liked TRU. You know what I'm saying? So that was like my first one. Everybody used to be in school drawing No Limit Tank. I used to be in there drawing a TRU every time. You know what I'm saying? So that was probably like my first ones, but I don't listen to everything. I don't listen to up north music, New York music, southern music, down south music, west coast music. Uh, I don't know what it is, but I just think that I got a musical soul. You know what I'm saying? Because like I say, I don't try to do that. I never wrote. I never wrote rap songs. I never wrote. Like even back then, I never wrote. I don't like writing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It kind of came easy to me. I used to write verses in my head and recite it flawlessly. You know what I'm saying? And I do that. I was doing this shit in like 15, 20 minutes way back then. You know what I'm saying? I was coming up with hooks in 30 seconds. You know what I'm saying? Way back then. I don't know where it come from. You see what I'm saying? So, like I just say, sometimes God just put something on you.
Absolutely, I can feel that. So, where did you get your artist name from?
A J Name Snake um pulled up one time. Every time niggas in my project used to leave from going home. When Charlotte used to leave and go to the club, no, all my whole project would go to the club. But when my whole project goes to the club, the trap still be. So what I would do is I would go purchase stuff that I didn't sell on the normal, and I would post up in the cut to catch all the trap. So make sure I ain't missing no money. Cause I be there, somebody come by, you got some of this? No, I ain't got it. Somebody got it? No, I ain't got it. So I started being like, you know what? I'm gonna start having everything. You know what I'm saying? And after the time me doing that, this J Name Snake walked in the trap and said, "You sure do be parlaying on." And I didn't know what parlay mean at the time, so I looked it up. You know what I'm saying? And I seen that it was betting and a French word for chilling, for relaxing. So I was just like, yeah, I be chilling. I'm gonna sell parlay, but I don't like wise because wise are feminine to me. You know what I'm saying? So I said, shit, I'm gonna put an E on the end. Shit, I came with my rap name.
Okay. So take me back to
Mhm.
the time, man, when you went to the recording studio for the first time. Was it a rough patch for you to get used to recording, or did it come easy to you?
No, actually, when I told you when I recorded it, when I first got to college and I recorded that song "Money" with Pimpin', um, I would have to the recording program that we had way back then wasn't Pro Tools. We ain't know nothing about none of that shit. So we had to record like an 8 track. One track, stop, one track, stop, piece it together, one track. And on the site, we couldn't grab it and pull it back. Like we couldn't move it. So if I wanted to say an ad lib on the third verse, the track I have to keep playing all the way till it get to the third verse, and then I gotta say it when it come on the third verse. So when I started rapping, we know everybody was doing 3 verses, 3 stacks, ad libs 3 times, fill in tracks 3 times. You gonna have about 9 tracks on there. So when I would record, like I told you, I didn't write, so I used to just memorize it. So I used to have to rap 1 verse, 2 verse. I had to rap hook verse, hook verse, hook verse, hook. If I fuck up on the last hook in one word, I gotta do all that shit over again.
Oh my God.
And so initially me recording, I learned how to record perfect. You know what I'm saying? I just learned how to record perfect. I learned how to make sure that I was gonna say my words right. Make sure and I didn't know nothing about it, but I just wanted to make sure I was okay. And I think that was really just kind of growing me. So by the time I started getting to big studios, man, they'll play a beat. I walk in that motherfucker, do a hook and a verse in 20 minutes and be done. And everybody'll be like, wow. And then they be taking niggas an hour and a half, 2 hours to write their verse. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So would you say when you went to college, actually recording an acapella, was that a moment for that gave you the confidence to know that you could pursue music seriously?
No, I never wanted to be a rapper. Never thought about taking music serious. Never thought about it ever. You know what I'm saying? I never thought about that shit. Like I told you, the first song I ever recorded in my life was a fucking hit to everybody who heard it. So once I came home from college and Pimp started passing the CDs out, I went back to college. Pimp didn't go back to school. When I came back, so that was my first time coming back was Thanksgiving. Came back on Thanksgiving. Um, Pimp didn't come back after Thanksgiving. By the time I went back a month later for Christmas time, for that little 2 weeks for Christmas, the hood had started hearing the song. But I'm from Boyz Home and Pimp from Allen Temple. So we from 2 different hoods, and our hood is the beef. You know what I'm saying? So now we got 2 different projects, really 3, because Buddy was from Flipper Temple down by Hollywood Road. It's another project we used to beef with too. But so now it's by us being from different hoods, it's like these songs are spreading now. So now all the projects, everybody in the hood starting to listen to the songs. You know what I'm saying? Go back to school. When I come back for spring break, that April, the spring break, nigga, my song is like the hottest shit in all the hoods. You know what I'm saying? And now they playing my shit at the club. You know what I'm saying? So now when I'm coming home, I'm going straight to the pool palace. You know what I'm saying? Like they playing our shit. They playing my shit in the club. I'm going up here to the club. You know what I'm saying? And shit, that turned into us recording White Tee. I go back to school after spring break. When I come back home at summertime, you can't have a club night without my song playing 4 or 5 times. Like a night, literally. You know what I'm saying? So so that summertime, I started getting shows for my song Money. I started going to all the project clubs in Atlanta. And we'll do 3 songs. We'll do a song that had me, Buddy, and Jizzle on it. Then we'll do White Tee, and then we'll do my song Money. You know what I'm saying? So we did that the whole summertime. All right. About time I go back to school for my first semester of my sophomore year. When I go back to school, I was coming back. When I went to school that my sophomore year, I was really hustling. I hadn't figured out the college system for trapping. You know what I'm saying? So I was leaving every Wednesday, coming straight back. I trap Monday, Tuesday. I trap Monday, Tuesday, till like whatever Wednesday. By Wednesday afternoon, we leave. So we home. Wednesday afternoon, me and my partner, we in Atlanta. It's 4 hours. We in Atlanta. We're gonna stay in Atlanta all day long. We're gonna go to West Side Wednesday at the pool palace. And then after the West Side Wednesday, we're gonna get in the car, we're gonna drive all the way back to school. So when we wake up, we at school. We'll trap Thursday and Friday, beat our little weed. Friday night, we leave, come home. I did that my whole first semester. Now when I go to the club, I got 2 songs playing. White Tee and Money. And now both of these songs like the hottest songs in the club. So I kind of rolled into the music. You know what I'm saying? Like if I had to fight for this shit, I probably wouldn't have been rapping. You see what I'm saying? Shit just kind of gave it to me. Then, like I say, shit, that's summertime, come back home, I get kicked out, I get expelled, because I got suspended my first semester for fighting. And then I got to fight again. I was on like a probation period. You know what I'm saying? When I came back my first semester, my sophomore year, but I got to fight again. So they expelled me. You know what I'm saying? So when I came home, shit, it was super trap. That's all I did. I started 2 for 5. We started 2 for 5s. So we was selling niggas 2 nicks for $5. We was selling niggas 2 nicks of weed for $5. And that's how I built my street name up. You know what I'm saying? And shit, then the deal came. It's like 2, 3 months after that shit, the deal came. You know what I'm saying? And shit, it was over then. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I kind of, got where we at now.
Okay. So as far as your current situation, are you independent right now?
Yeah, hell yeah. For
Okay.
sure that.
And what are
That's
you
been what it be.
okay?
You don't want no money for nobody. For real. Not if you don't got to.
Okay. So you plan to stay independent, or would you work with a major again, or you just gonna do the independent grind?
I don't know. To me, everything is situational. You know what I'm saying? It all depends on the situation. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's too good to be true. Sometimes it is. I don't run across a few of them. You know what I'm saying? This fight, it's fake. This ain't for real. You know what I'm saying? So, I ain't looking for no label. You know what I'm saying? I don't. If they do, they do. If they don't, I don't. I ain't really tripping. I don't really. I don't get into the media world. You know what I'm saying? I indulge in it because of what I do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm an information based person. You know what I'm saying? So I love information, even if it doesn't have nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I just love information. You know what I'm saying? So I keep my eyes and ears on what's going on, and I see what's going on. But I don't. The game is too independent now for you to have to sign to an artist to a major. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, when somebody else, when these hot groups sign to a major, it all depends on how they structure their deal. Some of these niggas get fucked over. Some of these niggas structure their deal where it's like, you could distribute my music. You don't got to dictate what I put out, when I put it out, how I put it out, what I put it out, who I work with. You don't dictate on that. They put my music out. You see what I'm saying? Some people deal is like that. You see what I'm saying? So, if I did do anything, 9 times out of 10, it probably have to be something like that, though.
Okay. So as far as now, man, this is gonna be a 2-part question. So how
Mhm.
often are you recording these days now? And now that you are OG in the game and you've been doing music for a long time, what is music to you now? Is it because you know, when you first started, you know, when you was hot and everything, y'all was the biggest thing, you know, it was a hustle, y'all was running it up. But now, you know, you in the later years, you're chilling, you know, got family, things like that. Like, is the music just like something, a hobby, or is it an outlet? Like when you're going through stuff, you're like, I can use this to just get stuff off my mind, or like, what is it for you?
Oh no, music is a business to me. Well, I ain't gonna say not it's a business, but it's a business to me. I don't rap just to rap. Like I ain't that person where I can be like, I got 600 unreleased songs. I don't got no unreleased songs. Well, I got some unreleased songs, but I don't got no a catalog of music that got unreleased.
Okay.
I don't. You know what I'm saying? When I record music for a purpose. Because I told you that I never considered myself a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Because it's never been a part of my DNA. You know what I'm saying? It ain't never something that's just been in me. Some people just, I want to be an entertainer. I want to be a rapper. I want to be on the stage. It's a part of them, so they love it. I, it's been times I don't record for 2, 3 years. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. But I just started back recording because, you know what I'm saying? I found that I had a whole, well, I ain't gonna say I found that I had a whole bunch of fans, but it really hit me that I had a lot of people that really like my music. You know what I'm saying? That really indulge in my music. And I ain't never really been a social media person like that. You know what I'm saying? I use it for what I use it for. You know what I'm saying? But when people start really like, Parlay, we want some music, we want some music, we want some music. And I just put teasers out there like, yeah, I want me some drop some music. And then one time I put up like, do y'all want to hear me? Do y'all want a mixtape from me, or EP or some shit from me? Do y'all want some music or something? And I put the question, you know how you put the little question on your story? I put it on my story, bro. I no lie, bro. I probably got like 320 DMs
Mm.
from the story from niggas like, what are you talking about? Hey, yeah, bro, drop some music. And I was like, damn. Like, shit, nigga want me to drop music like that? Well, you know what? That's enough people for me to drop some motherfucking music then. So I just said I'm gonna drop some music. So on December 8th, I'm gonna drop my EP, 8-song EP called The Return to Telegram on some trap shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing that trap music back.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, I know, you know, you say you're starting to get back to social media now, but with that, and you also realizing, man, like, you know, in your era, like when you was a star, you was really a star. Cause like when you went platinum, like that was real platinum, like a million people
Yeah,
really
yeah,
went it.
yeah.
So it's
Bought the
like,
nigga album, yeah.
so it's like, and it's easy to, you know, in your shoes to get lost in, like, you know, as time go by, we 20 years removed from when you first splashed on the scene to be like,
Mm-hmm.
shoot, those people was teenagers or early 20s then. Now everybody in their 40s, but I still listen to the old stuff, like the Ja Rules and the old stuff that
Yeah,
was
me too.
back then. So it be making me smile in the car. So I'm like, man, this used to bang back in the day. So I was like, you really can forget that you like, man, you still got fans out there that that you probably don't even know that still be like, hey man, shoot, I'm driving to work. I'm gonna play that old parlay today. You know what I'm saying? I'm on some
Yeah,
parlay five today. You know what I'm saying? And you could just get caught up in just living your life, which it ain't nothing wrong with that, but you know, it just put things in perspective sometimes when you know when you did what you did, posting it on your story and seeing how many people still got that love for you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, no, you know, niggas, but you know, it's a little difficult for me and my core fans because you know what I'm saying. My core fans really know me as a person. You know what I'm saying. So you know, a lot of people who know the franchise boys don't really know us. You know what I'm saying? They don't really know me, don't really know my story. And I ain't one of the people that just do a whole bunch of talking and, you know, talking about what I did and how I did. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't with that. I just feel like when you let the people talk, you know what I'm saying? Like if you did some big enough shit, if you did some good enough shit, if you was at the basketball court way back in the day when there was no social media, if you did some shit that got down there with fire, everybody gonna be talking about it around town. oh, boy, you ain't seen EJ, boy. EJ caught the dunk on his head, boy. It was crazy. He threw it up. But if you don't do it, ain't nobody talking about it. Then 9 times out of 10, it probably ain't really too much to talk about. So I just feel like, man, make your legacy so big that everybody else gonna speak on your legacy. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't one of the reasons why I even started a podcast. You know what I'm saying? To be able to get some of my stories out there. You know what I'm saying? The things I've seen and done. You know what I'm saying? Without it being like from a self-centered standpoint. Because, a lot of times when people start talking about situations and stuff, when, just talking about their history and stuff, especially when you have a lot of history with a lot of people, it makes you start saying, like, it makes you seem kind of self-centered, like, yeah, why he saying another one of these stories? Like, bro, we don't want to hear no more of these stories. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, me doing podcasts, sharing platforms with some of the people that I got some of these stories with, I just felt like that was going to be a big feat for me.
Yeah, I can feel that. So when you think back on that
Mm-hmm.
on your whole run, man, if you had to pick, I ain't gonna say one. I'm gonna give you three. Give
Mm-hmm.
three big shows, the three biggest shows that you could think off the top of your head. It was just like, man, that was lit. Like, what's the three biggest shows that you can think that y'all did? Like, that you was like, man, that was a real big moment right there.
I would say, mm, let me think. I don't really be remembering half of that damn shit for real, for in detail. I would say, me personally, I would say, I'm gonna reform your question a little bit. I'm gonna pick three that I feel like to me was like, yeah, nigga. You know what I'm saying? My first one would be our first birthday bash in Atlanta.
Oh,
Uh, I went to the birthday bash before that, and I told my big homie, I said, I'm gonna be on stage next year. He laughed at me. You know what I'm saying? And then a year later, I was down there headline, and my partner was on stage with me. You know what I'm saying? So, there was a big one. I would say, not show. I think I would say the first time I did one on Sister Paul, I really enjoyed and looked for that. Show is I would say probably the show we just did. I just did a show in Vegas last year. It was probably like 3, 4, 500,000 people out there.
man.
Yeah, but it's like a whole bunch of artists. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit was crazy. I'm gonna send you a picture of it. It's so many people you can't see. You can't see everybody. Literally, you can't see everybody. Like this shit was. I ain't never went to a show this bad ever. You know what I'm saying? Ever. Like I done did arenas, about the biggest I done did. We don't sold out arena. We just left the Millennium Tour. We had a down there. Every date was down there sold out. You know what I'm saying? But shit, it wasn't 300,000 people though. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was I probably named them three right there.
Would you say that last one with those couple 100,000 people, do you feel like that was like a moment where you feel like, dang, like people really giving me my flowers? You know what I'm saying?
Um, no, see when it comes to that, I mean, I don't give a fuck about nobody getting my flowers because I don't give a fuck what nobody say. You can't erase me out of history. No matter what you do, no matter what you do, what you say, you can't erase me out of history. I don't care. I don't care how you even fabricate it. You can't even fabricate us out of history. You can't even fabricate us out of history. My nigga, our music is so big, we got our own genre. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck else gonna came out had their own genre? You know what I'm saying? And even like drill music got their own genre, but it's represented by a town, by a whole city, by Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Snap music was Bankhead. It wasn't East Side. East Side had crunk music. You know what I'm saying? Like, so niggas can't take us. So you know, I don't really care about people, you know what I'm saying, verbally giving my flowers. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely like it and love it. You know what I'm saying? Who don't like when somebody, you know what I'm saying, praise them for things they done did. But I don't really care about it because where I'm from, everybody I'm around, you know what I'm saying? Uh, shit, I'm a legend. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even just talking music. You know what I'm saying? I'm really a walking fucking legend. You know what I'm saying? All this shit, I done did stuff in my life from the streets to the music that niggas will never do. A lot of niggas will never do to this day. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't make me legendary status, I don't know what the criteria is.
Absolutely. So, what's the current state of the music scene right now in Atlanta?
We running shit for real, for real. There's a lot of places. It's a lot of places that's doing good. You know, Midwest is having a hell of a run these past few years. You know what I'm saying? With Kentucky, with Detroit. You know what I'm saying? It's just been coming out the woodwork. Some of our big artists too. You know what I'm saying? Even with Memphis. You know what I'm saying? And I know Memphis ain't Midwest. It's kind of South. You know, Memphis been having a lot of things. Charlotte done had a few little stars emerge out, but nigga, we still the Mecca. Everything gotta go through Atlanta. I don't give a damn what it is. It gotta go through Atlanta. It might be big in your city, but it ain't gonna be big to the world. If it's not big in Atlanta, it's not big in the world.
Right.
I'm gonna say it like that. That's what I'm gonna say. If it ain't big in Atlanta, it's not big in the world. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? So with that going on, our music is still gonna stay popping. You know what I'm saying? We have too many young artists and it's too many different ways to get on. You can get on social media and have a billion followers and a billion fans and don't nobody know you. That's the privilege of having social media. You see what I'm saying? You can be getting $20,000, $30,000 a show. You can be getting 50, 60,000 every month off your streaming shit. You know what I'm saying? And you don't got a song on the radio. That's the pleasure of this shit, because you can really make it and do what you want to. And all the young artists we got coming out, it's a plethora of these young artists. And every time I go on their page, I go on their YouTube page, every video I see a million, a million, a million. I'm like, these young niggas going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I really don't feel like Atlanta gonna lose this shit no time soon. For real, for real. I really don't. You know what I'm saying? We the Mecca, we the new black Mecca. We took New York and LA and mixed it in one. Only thing we don't got, only two things we don't got is a beach and a casino.
Right.
That's it. That's it. Only thing we don't got is the beach and casino. It's nothing nobody else got when it comes to some black shit more than Atlanta. In no other city. The only thing we missing is a beach and casino. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel good about this shit, man.
Absolutely. So I've been asking a lot of people this question because I feel real passionate about this. Do you believe music artists are targeted? If so, why? And targeted, I mean by using their limits against them.
Um, Two-way question. Let me give a two-way answer. Yeah and no. Both. Uh, I start with the yeah because I said yeah first. Well, I start with the no first. I start with the bullshit first. I always like to leave the bullshit first. I would say no because why do you niggas put themselves in that situation? You know what I'm saying? You can't get mad when the bad maul you scratch you when you poking the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be gangster. I don't understand it. You know what I'm saying? My nigga, and I, I had two number one records. Well, I got three number one records. All right, the only two groups that got more number one records than Franchise Boys, the Beastie Boys and Outkast. Beastie Boys got seven, Outkast got four. It's no other group that has more number ones than us, other than them two. You know what I'm saying? 2005, we had "Oh, I Think They Like Me" remix. You know what I'm saying? Number one. 2006, we had "Lean With It, Rock With It." And actually, we the only group that have two number one singles back to back.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? In 2005, I caught a murder charge. In 2006, they busted my studio, caught a trafficking charge. So in the 2 years that I'm doing the best in my life, I don't caught the worst charges you can catch being a street nigga. Doing murder and trafficking, the two worst charges you can catch being a street nigga. I didn't rap about a lot of this shit in my music because I didn't want them listening to my music and me having to go to jail about shit I was saying in music. So I'd drop a line or two on some generic shit, but I didn't really say too much. Cause I was always fear of niggas gonna be able to use your shit in court. I ain't gonna play shit in court. And I didn't really understand about the system. This just how my mind worked. So I ain't really say that. I ain't really say a lot of shit. I could have been talking gangster shit way, way, way back then. You see what I'm saying? So me not talking about it was forming me saying I'm gonna stay out these four way. I know what I'm really doing. You see what I'm saying? If you really doing this shit, why the fuck would you go say that shit on the song if you really doing that shit? Knowing that if something happened, police are going to investigate. That's what they fucking do. So you putting yourself in that type of situation sounds stupid. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said no, because a lot of these niggas put themselves in that situation. Now, they don't do that to everybody. A lot of these rap niggas go to jail. They don't bring their lyrics up. They bring the lyrics up when they feel like the lyrics have something to do with the case. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't feel like they should be able to use no lyrics in that because music is the way of you can say what you want to say in music. You can make up stories. You can come up with something in your head. You can do what you want to. So you can't tell me that just because of what I said on the song, you're gonna tell me that because this situation in life is like this, then I had something to do with it. But what about when a nigga say he got $1 million and he got a Bugatti and he in the mansion? So what are you gonna do? Up the money that you give him on his taxes or his checks or something? Like you can't have it one way without having the other way. You know what I'm saying? And that was the system like to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why my other answer is yes, because I feel like rap music is the most impactful music in the world right now. Back then, when I was growing up, I would say R&B was the most impactful music in the world back then. Now it's rap music. And now it ain't just rap music. It's gangster rap music. You know what I'm saying? So by us moving so much and the white people really the ones who putting this shit out and being the one responsible for these sonic waves going out like that. Only thing they used to name but the big ass system, they don't do nothing but send us to go crash out, put it on the music, send them niggas to jail. Oh, there's gonna be more views. That's why these niggas sign all these young artists who on all this drill shit, who be going in and out of jail. They put insurance on them, then when they die, they get an insurance check. Shit ain't nothing but a big old business. You know what I'm saying? And when the niggas really understand that, they'll know how to move around it. They'll know how to adjust what they doing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times you gotta stop or change what you do, but in a lot of situations you gotta adjust. You know what I'm saying? So I just tell the young nigga, man, you can still talk about spending shit, but don't be talking about, yeah, you was playing at the red light. That's a slump at that motherfucker, and you know y'all should shot a nigga at the red light. Don't say that on the song. Just don't say that on the song, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's a big thing that I'm big on, like in anything that I do, because when I was in the military, they instill in you accountability and integrity. And a lot of my friends, some friends, I'm not friends with no more just because, they didn't have those two values. And especially in our culture, especially on this topic with the music and the lyrics, people gotta hold themselves accountable. Like, if you was really like that and you went on there feeling yourself and said it on the song, don't cry wolf when that case come, you know what I'm saying? Like freaking it's just like, somebody hustling in the street. Like if you was the plug out there and they come get you, hey, you knew what came with it when you made that first 100, 200,000. So you gotta
yep.
stick on it. You know what I'm saying?
And we don't want to hear, we don't want to hear all the whining and crying. And we don't want to hear it either.
Because you want
Nah,
wine
for sure.
crying when them deposits was coming through. You know what I'm
I'm trying to tell you.
saying? But for all your fans out there, man, in your spare time, what do you like doing in your spare time when you're not doing your podcast or doing music?
I coach football. So, shit, from January to fucking June, I really be coaching football. That's what I really spend a lot of my time on. I've been coaching football 12 years. Uh, and I had a 7-on-7 program for 8 years. Me and Quavo, we got a 7-on-7 program together. Uh, so, I spend a lot of time with these kids that I actually coach. You know what I'm saying? I'm a head coach, offensive coordinator. I actually coach 2 teams. You know what I'm saying? So I actually coach. So I be having to come home, late install, draw new plays, figure out ways to teach, figure out the new ways that they doing things. You know what I'm saying? So I study a lot of that coaching shit. Other than that shit, I play video games. You know what I'm saying? When I got a little time to really just sit down, you know what I'm saying? I ain't watching YouTube or watching videos and shit like that. I play Call of Duty. You know what I'm saying? 2K. I don't really play man like that. Unless I probably at somebody's house or something. I don't really do online manning like that. But yeah, that really it, bro. I like to focus. I like to build. You know what I'm saying? If you sit down in one place, at the end of the day, if you ain't learned some shit, or if you ain't tried something out that you learn every day, you ain't learning. That's
Mhm.
just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? Every day you should be like, oh shit, we can do it. Boy, I'm finna do this right here. I'm finna put this in play. You know what I'm saying? Now the next day you like, okay, we can do this and do this. I feel like that should be every day. You should be learning something new every day. You should be adding something new to what you're doing every day. You should be trying to figure out how to recreate what you got going on every day or add something to it. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of people get stagnant. So I like to stay busy for real. If I do play video game, it's gonna be like 11 at night, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning when I'm really done everything.
Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Video games was big for me when I was in the military, especially when I was in Afghanistan. You know, to get my mind off what we was doing in Afghanistan, we used to play Call of Duty and stuff. That was like a real peacemaker for us mentally, you know.
How did how similar is it to real life playing Call of Duty and being in the military?
When you play the campaign on like my two favorite Call of Duties ever is Black Ops 2.
You better say it, boy. Black Ops 2 is the best Call of Duty they ever made. That's the best Call of Duty that's ever been made. I don't, it's hands down Call of Duty. Black Ops 2, best Call of Duty ever. You play Black Ops for sure. You do play Call of Duty. For sure. What the other one is?
Uh, I like Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3 just because of the campaign. Because it was that
Mm-hmm.
in Modern Warfare 3, they had that dude named Snow. And that Snow
Mm-hmm.
bad motherfucker, and he
Yeah,
died.
you will.
And I was tore up when he died, bro. I was like, oh. I thought he was gonna survive the whole thing. I'm like, man, this dude was doing all type of cool shit. I was like,
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will.
damn.
Shit, they had about 2 seasons. They had about 3 seasons with them too. They was doing all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Yeah.
I felt like he was one of my real
Mm-hmm.
battle buddies, man. We call them battle buddies in the military, people that you deploy with. But you know,
Mm.
I have to keep myself. I have to have a real delicate balance when it comes to playing military games and watching military movies because there's certain ones I can't watch because it takes me back to people I
Sorry,
lost
tribute.
in the military. So
Yeah.
I know that's why I wrote a book this year. I got a book called From Stuck to Limitless. And I wrote a book about my best friend got killed in the military, and I went through a deep depression for 2 years. And I stopped doing stuff that I enjoyed, and I wrote how I overcame that. And it went #1 on Amazon. First time I ever wrote something as an author, and it went #1, and I became a best-selling author this year. And
Congratulations, dog.
thank you. And it's me and 7 other women in the book, and everybody's writing about the lowest point in their life, like women writing about weight gain, being depressed, how they lost the weight, bad relationships, being molested, raped, anything like that. And I ghostwrited half the book. So some of the women's stories I wrote for them because they had a hard time putting it on paper. So we did Zoom calls. I did Zoom calls with 3 of them to help them write it on paper. It just
Oh, that's
told,
hard. That's dope, dog.
but um, I get DMs still now because it dropped in May of this year, and that's why I started my podcast based around mental health because a therapist really got me back on track mentally because I went saw a therapist for 2 straight years, and I was like, I was dreading the appointments, but once I built a relationship with him, I actually started looking forward to him. And me and him still talk to this day, and I don't even go to therapy no more because I'm good mentally now. But like I tell people all the time, man, like if you need to talk to somebody, man, don't be afraid to talk to somebody because that's probably one of the best things I could have did. Because in the book, I told people I was like I was really out there. Like I joined the regular army, but I tried out for special operations, so I was one of the guys that was the top of the top, the elite. Like I only got sent after the big dogs, like Bin Laden, people like that. Like that's a unit
Yeah,
you
we'll have to have a talk online. I like shit like that.
like we got the people that killed Bin Laden and Saddam Hussein, they weren't regular military people. That was people like me. Like you go through a selection process where you get tortured for like months and
Yeah.
to see if you could really be that dude. And I made it through. I was 19, best shape of my life, running 5-minute miles. And I jumped out, I did airborne, jumped out of airplanes, rappelled out of helicopters. I'm in to 8 different countries. I got awards signed by the president. I don't did a lot of stuff. I was in for 8 years. I got medically retired because of my knees and other little nagging injuries. Just started taking a toll on me. Just that military grind, running 30, 40 miles a week. It was just taking a toll on me physically. So I couldn't do it at the same rate that I was doing it in my early 20s. So I got out in June of 2020. So I've been out for about 3 years now. But yeah, I tell people all the time, man, like I had to make a hard decision and I had to speak in my friend's funeral. And the thing that made it so hard is that we was a month away from coming back home and he got killed 30 days before we came home. And I used to blame myself for it, but when I look back on it, I don't blame myself for it no more. It was a lose-lose situation. I had to make a decision between taking out a suicide bomber and taking out a sniper. Well, the suicide bomber can take out more people. So the sniper only can shoot one round at a time. Long story short, I took out the suicide bomber. I seen the round go past my helmet and kill my homeboy. And me and my homeboy, we went through basic training and everything together. So I knew his parents, he knew my parents. So we was really close like that. So they asked me to speak at his funeral. That's probably one of the hardest things I had to do. And I've been to like a lot of military funerals, but that was the only military funeral where everybody in the unit went to his funeral. Like he had that much respect in our unit. So all the commanders, everybody went to his funeral. It was like over 1,000 people at his funeral.
No, that's dope. That's dope.
But I wrote that just because I know a lot of people deal with depression, and it ain't just got to be in the fact that I dealt with it, just being in combat and stuff was just,
A lot of stuff. Yeah, I have mental health events every year. I have 4 mental health events every year. I do sports events. So we do kickball, dodgeball, flag football, and we do basketball. And each one of them be a different mental health thing. So our basketball we call mind over matter. Our football we call flag and four calls. Kickball is kicking depression. Dodgeball is dodging depression. You know what I'm saying? I've probably been doing that. This will probably be we started 2 years before the pandemic. Took off a year and a half for the pandemic. Been doing probably been. I think it's like my 5th year doing it. You know what I'm saying? And we get all the street guys come out. Last one we just had one earlier this year. Young Dro came and speak. He was our guest speaker at one. We be having mental health doctors, therapists come out. Yeah, we might do this shit every year. Every year, you know what I'm saying? Every year we get the football team, the basketball team, crime mob be having a team. Trillville came out to the football tournament. You know what I'm saying? So like, we do mental health thing. I think that's very, very important. I've been on that for the past 5 years.
yeah, I tell anybody, it ain't got to just be me just having a professional combat job. If you been through anything where you've been shot at or been in some situation where you feel like your life was at risk, like you gotta deal with that trauma, man. Cause
Yeah,
especially as minorities, like from slavery all the way up to now, we have been conditioned just to take pain and just keep moving. Ain't no other race had to do
yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying? So like it's easy for, you just be like, oh, a woman can be like, oh, my husband beat on me for 10 years and I finally left him and she going to work every day like it's all right, when really she still got a mental hurdle. And when she get with her next dude, she ain't gonna be able to treat her next dude how she want to treat him because of all the stuff she been through, because she ain't went to therapy and engaged with that you got to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just think you can just go through life and not deal with it. Like it's going to come to a point where you got to deal with that mental obstacle, you know.
no, for sure.
But as far as your goals, man, what's your short and long term goals? What do you want to accomplish right now?
Um, my short term would be for so for me to continue to stay consistent. I do a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I do all this shit takes my direct attention. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard for niggas to balance one thing. You know what I'm saying? But I do multiple. To add the new show, I'm turning my platform and apartments into a network. You know what I'm saying? So I just added 2 more shows to my podcast. One called City Talk, with Big Knee, Real, Lola Cash, Atlanta Hood Tour Guide. We do guests every week. I I got my homie William King Hollis. He's one of the biggest black motivation speakers out right now. He got a podcast he doing called Operating Chaos. I'm about to add another podcast to when me and my little bro T Hood called Smoking with Lay. Doing all that. I got to post every day. YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. You got to cut up videos. You got to prepare. You got to talk to guests. You got to send emails and videos. And I got to do this. And I got to talk to them. When it comes to football, you got to talk to parents. You got to talk to kids. You got to talk to coaches. You got to talk to tournament people. You got to set this up. You got to talk to the uniform man. You got to talk to the graphic designer to get the uniform done. You know what I'm saying? You got to talk to the people with the field. Like, so every day that I wake up, it's like, it just be nonstop work. That's why I say if I ever really get a chance to sit down and really to enjoy myself and play video games, it's gonna be 11, 12 o'clock at night every time. Because in between the daytime, I'm doing something, or I'm studying, or I'm watching YouTube, or I'm seeing what's going on, or I'm just looking up stuff trying to figure out the way algorithm works. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm just on my mind is just always my mind always be doing this right here. You know what I'm saying? And then you got life. The kids and these stuff. They need to go somewhere. You got this right here. You got to do this. You got to, you know what I'm saying? So I just short term goals. Me just stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? For me not to be able to get complacent where I'm at, or to not continue to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? My long-term goal would be to I want to make myself I don't know, I want my voice to be bigger. I want my influence to be bigger. And I'm not saying it is, but I know I'm a great role model, especially for the streets. And I always say that because I represent the streets. And no matter how big I done got, and no matter what I done done, I always know that it's somebody who come from where I come from who gonna need some motivation or extra push to be great. So I always speak to the streets. I always speak to the hood. And my story is one of a kind. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't really meet too many people that people can't say nothing bad about. You know what I'm saying? You don't really meet a lot of people who people can't say he did this, he did that, he did this back in the day, he was doing this. I'm really proud. I'm really part of the 1% when it comes to street niggas. You know what I'm saying? If I say I'm gonna do something, I stand on my word. I do it. Now I don't got no clean background. I did a lot of bullshit, a lot of fuck shit before. You know what I'm saying? But I stand on everything I did, and if I did something, it was the reason why I did it. Now my reason ain't always got to be cool with everybody. Like everybody really got to be cool with everybody. A nigga, somebody robbed a pizza man, and we'd be like, it's fucked up. You ain't have to do that, but shit, this nigga could have had 8 children and no money, and they ain't ate it 3, 4 days. You know what I'm saying? So every situation should be different, but you know what I'm saying? I just feel like that I represent the real worldwide. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna keep pushing until my voice can become way more impactful.
Absolutely, man. And when you was explaining, you being constantly busy throughout the day, and sometimes I'm like that at times too. But as I get older, and I got a couple friends, man, that just passed away recently, and it just put me in perspective of we get caught up and just trying to accomplish this, trying to accomplish that, but you know whether it's a week out the year, it's 365 days out the year. If you can take 5 days to just be like, hey, I'm not doing nothing. I need a mental relapse to just enjoy life, be kumbaya, and just try to be as stress free as possible besides the basic responsibilities you got to do, like for your household and stuff like that. Like, I try to do that because, you never know, man. Like, I had a friend, I'm thinking he's perfectly healthy. He owns a club and everything. He's in a
I
coma.
protect you.
He's, he's in a coma now. He's been in a coma for almost 2 weeks. And they just put it in perspective. And I was just like, man, we see, and he was a workaholic, always at the club, always making sure his employees straight, always doing this, always doing that, rarely took vacations. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, we gotta, because we only get to do this once. So,
No, for sure.
so,
But mine ain't stressful. I don't do stress. I don't do all that. That's why I like what I do, because I like doing it. You know what I'm saying? It's work, but it's not a job. If that makes sense. You know, it's work, but it's not a job. You know, I like interviewing. I like researching who I'm interviewing. I like asking these questions. I like seeing a smile on niggas' face, or niggas like, bro, you just hit me, goddamn. I was scared of interviews. I like when I put information out and niggas like, bro, your page is the realest page out there, motherfucker. Paul, I swear to God, I learn something every day. I thrive off that shit. You know what I'm saying? So my purpose is a little different from everybody. Everybody looking like Parlay, we supposed to been on with the podcast. All these podcasts getting deals. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna say I don't want no podcast deal, because if a situation come, I'm definitely gonna entertain that motherfucker if you're right. But I ain't looking for one because my purpose is different. I ain't doing this for the money. You know what I'm saying? I'm really doing it because it was my heart. You know what I'm saying? So it makes the work that I do easy. I can't sit back and not do nothing. I can't. I get to seeing stuff. I mean, oh shit, you gonna give me an idea. That idea gonna trigger something else in my mind. That's how it's my mind. My mind don't stop. I can stop. I can say I ain't doing shit for 3 days. But my motherfucking mind is not gonna let me. Now I can be relaxed and cool, but in them 3 days come, I'm gonna have 4, 5 lists this long, all kind of shit that need to be done. You know what I'm saying? Because my mind stay working. You know what I'm saying? You know, so I try to make sure that the work that I do is work that I like to do. You know what I'm saying? So, but this shit is not a job to me. You see what I'm saying? If I didn't make no money off, it's really no money in podcast. It's opportunities in podcasts. You see what I'm saying? When you do podcasts, you create other opportunities, other revenues, you expand your Rolodex, you meet other people, you meet other connections. So it's like a bridge to get other things going on. It's really no money, physically money in podcasts. You see what I'm saying? Until your voice become bigger, your platform become bigger, so now people can start promoting and selling to all these million people that you got on your page, all these 1.5 million people. So now they're trying to sell their product. So now that's when it comes in. But you got to think, bro. Look how the grind that you're gonna have to put in before you get to 1 million subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a fucking grind, bro. And in that grind, bro, you're gonna be in the green a little bit. You're gonna be in the red a little bit. But you're gonna be in the red way more than you're gonna be in the fucking green. I can guarantee you this shit. So if niggas ain't doing, like you say, if niggas ain't doing this shit in the heart and saying I put 5 years in this shit and I don't give a fuck about getting paid, they doing the wrong thing. And I think a lot of times that's what these people do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time, a lot of people put themselves in situations and they got to keep going because that's the shit that feed them. Like if I don't go to the club today, nigga ain't in. You know what I'm saying? Or shit, I just ate good. I just bust the club. We should hit 300,000 last week, but I got this club night and I got to treat my people this night the same way I treat all the people. That club shit is just stressful because you got to deal with too many different energies. I don't got to deal with all them different energies. Because when a nigga come to a podcast with me, it's already respect level. You see what I'm saying? So the energy is good. Same thing we talking about when we first started. The energy is good. You see what I'm saying? And I make sure I move with that energy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna always be some bullshit that come, but when you move with some good energy and good positive people, it's gonna always keep you on the upbeat. So, I just gotta salute to everybody I got around me, everything I'm doing in my focus. But yeah, the grind don't stop. For real, for real.
Yeah, absolutely. So besides your project that you're dropping on the 8th, what you got coming up for 2024?
I got a project I'm dropping on January 12th too. I think that's the date, January 12th. Me and Young Ralph finna drop a project together called Dirty Scale, Dirty Pot. I'm finna drop that. I'm really, probably for real, every month, probably for the next 10, 12 months, I'm gonna drop some. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna drop some. I'm gonna drop some. I go to the studio 4 times a month. I go to the studio every Friday. But I probably record 6 to 8 songs a month. That's EP, that's EP every month. You know what I'm saying? So like, my project done. It's dropping next week. Me and Rap Project, we got like 1 or 2 more songs, but they'll be done tomorrow. So shit, and goddamn, so in January, I'm gonna be working on something for February. You see what I'm saying? So like, I'm gonna just keep doing that shit, bro. Ain't no reason to hold no music. Niggas usually really go on and record 20, 30 songs, and then they're gonna put out 10, 15 songs, and the other 10, 15 songs just be sent. I don't give a fuck. I record 8 songs. My first 8 songs dropping. That shit what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you, when I record for a purpose. You know what I'm saying? And my purpose is for me to get into the algorithm. I understand algorithm is about consistency. It ain't about how many numbers you're doing or what you're doing. It's about consistency. Niggas seeing you every day, all day long, every day long. And I started thinking about that shit like the trap. You know what I'm saying? If you got a nigga who come every day to your trap and he gonna spend $5 with you every fucking day, you gonna think about that nigga every day. You know what I'm saying? About that $5, you gonna be like, I know EJ finna come to this motherfucker with that $5, man. What EJ at? And if you don't come out the $5, you gonna be like, damn, EJ, what happened to you yesterday, boy? I ain't see you bring that five back. That's fucking algorithm, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The more that people see you, the more that people gonna want to see you. The more people gonna talk about you. The more people gonna celebrate you. The more people gonna, and that's part of the process. So that's why I know the reason why I just, if I ain't doing that, I'm promoting. And that's part of work. You know what I'm saying? Every time I post, anything that I'm doing is promo. Anytime I say what I'm doing is promo. I'm a brand. You know what I'm saying? So it don't matter what I'm doing, I'm always building. So even if I'm a chill, like I say, even if I'm a chill 2-3 days, I'm still finna be brand building. But I'm on the beach, I ain't doing shit that what you could do when you're a boss, when you don't got them put the work out, I'm gonna keep branding. But it ain't a job. I'm working, but it ain't a job. You see what I'm saying? I'm just turning everyday fun into content. So,
Absolutely. How do you want people to perceive Parlay?
however they want to, being honest, however they want to. Because if a person really want to know somebody, they'll get to know the person. You know what I'm saying? Real niggas don't judge. Real niggas don't judge. Real niggas don't judge off what nobody say or what they seen. I mean, they're gonna say what they seen. Real niggas don't judge off what nobody say. They judge the person off their own perceptions. You know what I'm saying? So for me to know who you are, can't nobody tell me. Now they can tell me some stuff and I listen and they kind of give me, a short of how people feel and think about you. But I don't really give a fuck about how people think about me because all the real ones know. You know what I'm saying? It's fuck niggas everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And it's fuck niggas everywhere. It's a whole bunch of these niggas. It's way more than real niggas. I don't expect niggas to be real. You know what I'm saying? Niggas feel how you feel. Now when you interact with me, how you feel a change. It can change for the good, it can change for the bad, but how you perceive me, I don't give a damn. One thing about it, they gonna know I'm a real one though. From all the way around. Ain't no bullshit you say about me. Ain't nobody you know gonna say no bullshit about me. Ain't nobody gonna know if I did some fuck shit or I did some whole ass shit. Nobody. I'm a 1%er when it comes to this real nigga shit. Ain't a lot of us. Just because you do real nigga shit don't make you a real nigga. A lot of you niggas just do real nigga shit. That ain't real.
Absolutely. So I want you to give me 2 top 5 Mount
Mhm.
Rushmores. Give me your hip hop Mount Rushmore, and give me with top 5 hip hop, and then give me your top 5 most influential people to your life.
Rap. I would say, uh, what we basing it off of? Lyrics, songs.
This is just your personal top 5. It ain't based off nothing, like people that's dear to you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't got to be based off nothing.
I ain't got five. I don't fuck rap niggas.
No.
If you acting like that, I fuck rap nigga. I don't got rap friends. I ain't never had rap friends. Nigga ain't never seen me no rap niggas videos, they pictures, none of that shit. Bro, niggas really just starting to really talk to me and conversate with me, bro. I got the type of pass where niggas don't really, I, niggas will be talking and I walk in the room and everybody start talking. Like, they my pass. You know what I'm saying? They go Parlay, what Parlay doing up here? You know what I'm saying? That's my pass. I ain't, I don't want to say, it's always kind of been a kind of fear. Me personally, from my side, it's always kind of been a fear factor when people dealt with me. Podcasts kind of really making people open up, you know what I'm saying, to me and shit. But I don't really deal with rappers like that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, shit, I feel like Lil Wayne, I feel like when it comes to rapping, niggas ain't fucking with Lil Wayne. I say that all the time. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to rapping, but I don't really got no go-to. I like myself, for real, for real. I like myself, I like gangsta shit, I like Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? I like BG. You know what I'm saying? I like gangster shit. I like real niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck what form it is. Nigga, you can have one song. Nigga, I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But influential people to me, from what end? To me, like career wise, or people just dear to me.
Yeah. In your life, it could be family members, friends.
Shit, my wife. uh, my wife, shit, my mom, shit, my family, my coach, my football coaches, uh, everybody who I fuck with is family. You know what I'm saying? So for all my football coaches and shit, you know what I'm saying? Um, my wife, uh, shit, I got a few homies, you know what I'm saying? I got a few street homies who they show me a lot of love without receiving it in return. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna always fuck with them niggas. Um, Pretty much either my circle real small, dog. Wifey, the homies, my football program. Shit, that really it. If you ain't a part of my team, I don't really give a fuck about what's going on with you for real, for real. I don't have an entourage. I got a team. You see what I'm saying? And everybody around me serves a purpose. You see what I'm saying? And everybody understands what purpose we serving. And niggas don't have no problem doing it because niggas know that if I lead everybody to water, nigga, I'm getting everybody wishing wells. Everybody getting wishing wells if I get you to the water. And my team know that. So, anything I ask anybody to do, shit, everybody really pretty much get that shit done. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to my little brother Quavo. You know what I'm saying? We doing a lot of great shit. You know what I'm saying? And he could have been doing it with anybody. You know what I'm saying? He chose me, you know what I'm saying, to do this shit with. So for sure. Salute to Quavo.
Absolutely. So, who do you want to see as a guest on the Eric J. the Great podcast next? The only kicker is you got to help me get him on the show.
Okay, Young Ralph. You know Young Ralph?
Nah.
The Jug, man. Young Ralph Jug, man. Young Ralph is on Young Ralph on shit. Young Ralph on all the big songs. He on that song he is. Him, Birdman, Thug. He on a song with him, Corn and Thug. He got a song with Trey. We got big songs. If I name the song, you'll be like, oh hell yeah, I know that damn song. You know what I'm saying? But Ralph been a person who been grinding in Atlanta since I've been grinding. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like he a person who's easy to be overlooked. You know what I'm saying? But he deserves all the praises that people say about me. I've been in this shit for a long time, having hit records for a long time, doing this shit independently for a long time. And I just feel like a lot of artists like that, if you ain't got no homeboy in the game who popping, niggas like to look over you. You see what I'm saying? And I just feel like I be want to make sure that niggas like Ralph, you know what I'm saying, get their flowers and get their salute. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we had to set that up.
In my group member Pimp, of course, pimping. You know what I'm saying? Pimping been on TV for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Growing up hip hop Atlanta, you know what I'm saying, with Bow Wow. You know what I'm saying? So Pimp got a lot of shit going on. Pimp don't produce. Shit, Pimp don't produce. If Bow Wow done had 10 singles out of the past 10 Bow Wow singles, Pimp probably done produced 7 or 8 of them. You know what I'm saying? So Pimp got a lot of stuff going on outside of the franchise boys too, and I think that's something that I like need to be shined on too. Because when it comes to the group, a lot of people like to talk about what I be doing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, nah, I ain't just doing this shit. Pimp doing this shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's just we got two different fan bases. So I would love for him, to goddamn be able to share some of his fan bases. You know what I'm saying? The people that, know me from me being around too.
Absolutely. So, closing remarks, man. Anything else that you want to say to the people that you got going on, and let people know how they can keep up with you on social media and things like that. And also, touch on your podcast real quick.
My podcast, In Apartment with Parlay. I'm at like 2 years now. I got like 2 years, 3 months. I interview everybody, I like to tell niggas that I got the only podcast that I have the only podcast in the nation. That little Ray Ray who just started rapping last week can be doing an interview the same day as T.I.
Mm.
The only platform. Period. No, you can't go. No, there's nobody else. That you can be on the same places with Young Dro. You can be on the same thing with Sunny Digital. You could be walking in, out of your interview and fucking Future be walking in. And don't nobody else do it like that. You know what I'm saying? So tap in with the podcast. We ain't talking. I don't do a whole bunch of messy shit. We talk real nigga shit, real shit that people can use. shit that people can digest and use for their everyday life. Game. We give out game every podcast. And I be interviewing dope ass niggas. You know what I'm saying? From niggas who just start rapping and niggas who popping that I don't know of, that y'all might not know of. Because like I said, it's the internet. I don't interview some people that was big as fuck. I didn't know. It's some people who I don't interview who didn't know me. They ain't know Parlay. You know what I'm saying? It's people who I interview like, man, I just thought you was a podcaster, but I ain't know you with the franchise boys. You know what I'm saying? So like the range on my podcast is from 18 to 54. Literally, from 18 to 54. You know what I'm saying? My strongest is from 25 to 34. My second strongest is uh 34 to 45. My third strongest is 18 to 24. And then you got the older. So the crowd that be on social media, everybody really listening to them. You know what I'm saying? And I think I got like 11, like 11.7% females. You know what I'm saying? Fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's a great balance because it's hard to get female listening to street shit. You know what I'm saying? And hood stores. You know what I'm saying? But follow that page at in departments INDAPARTMENTS. Apartments, not apartments, apartments. Take the A off. You know what I'm saying? Follow me at I am Parlay on my regular page. IAMPARLAE. You know what I'm saying? Follow the promo football page, Huncho Elite 7v7. And before we get out here, my word would be deal with information. If you deal with information, you take the emotions out your decision making. Shit that simple.
Absolutely, man. And I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Anytime you want to come on, man, you come on
I'm
any.
pulling up when I come out there, and I be your way a lot of times. When I come out there, we definitely gonna brush shoulders.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, Cupid is I interviewed Cupid I think like 6 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, Cupid is cool dude, man. I hate that I missed his music video when Boosie came up there. I found out about it late. But
Yeah. But I probably got in the past year. I probably done did 7 Louisville. I probably done did like 7 Kentucky features in the past year. A lot. I be up there a lot. I be up there a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to find somebody out that way to do a project with. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I was finna put one together with my boy Tony Wildcat. Shout out that boy Tony Wildcat, man, from Lexington, man. Tony cool as hell. You know what I'm saying? Me and Tony got a dope ass song and video out too. You know what I'm saying? So definitely swing through and tap in with
yeah, absolutely, man. And yeah, I had to come down there in Atlanta, man. I've been having it on my list to come down there because I know the next 6 months I want to get on Dirty Glove Bastards to promote my podcast and stuff. So I got to come
you.
down.
Yeah, come on, we in the same building.
Oh, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So, that's family. You know what I'm saying? Told you I'm the streets. I don't be talking. I'm the streets. It ain't no place I can't go, nobody I can't touch in this city. Nowhere. Ain't no phone call I can't make. It ain't nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it ain't I don't got all this stuff for me to flaunt it and tell everybody I can do it. I got it so I can be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? So, when you come down here, tap in with me. Anything else you need, you know what I'm saying? I make sure I can line you up whatever you need to.
Yeah, I had to come on your show too, man.
Yeah, they do it. They would do it the same day. I told you, you can go right there, come and turn your back and then do mine.
Yeah, I like going on other people's show. I only did it I only did it twice. I only been on two people's shows twice, but when I finished, I was like, man, that was fun, man.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a little different being on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely, man. Everybody be on the lookout for Parlay, new project to drop next week.
December 8th, yep. Return to Teddy Grahams. You know what I'm saying? Some good classic trap shit. If I ain't talking trap shit, goddamn, please tell me. Blast me on social media. I'm gonna repost it. And I'm gonna do a side by side video and all that shit. But when it comes to trap shit, I don't really think niggas talk that trap shit. Like niggas do that good get money music. Nigga do some kingpin music. Yo gotta talk that kingpin shit like a motherfucker. I salute niggas like that. When it comes to trap shit, trapping, nigga 2 for 5s, nigga double zeros, sandwich bags. You know what I'm saying? 10, 10, 15, 15, 10, 125s. Nigga ain't talking that shit like me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really did this shit.
Yeah, absolutely, man. and be on the lookout for Parlay Project to drop in January as well. And I gotta everybody that follow me know I gotta have a Jared Springer moment at the end. And I've been
Yeah,
pushing
let's go.
this message to everybody, you already established, but I think it could resonate with you. Like, a lot of people, I be seeing a lot of people that got bigger platforms. I ain't gonna call them names and then, but so people always get caught, and people tell me this all the time. They be like, man, you gotta get the relevant people. You gotta get the relevant people. But I be telling people, man, like, you have to, it got to be a balance. Like, we got to show love to the people that's already got big names too. Like, they might not be on the front page every day like a little Baby or a Drake or something like that, but they still resonate with people. They got core fan bases just like the new people that's relevant right now that's having a run. So, just don't get too caught up in just supporting the people that got now. Still support the people that you supported 20 years ago when they was just as big or even bigger than the people that's big now.
No, for sure, respect.
Absolutely.